Mistakenly thought to be only a male thing, up to 40% of American women suffer from genetic hair thinning, which is also known as female pattern hair loss or female pattern baldness. Now, while losing one's hair can be traumatizing for any gender, it can be especially traumatizing for women, as it's far more acceptable in our society for men to go through the balding process. Polycystic ovarian syndrome, otherwise known as PCOS, is a metabolic disease affecting up to 5 million women in the United States alone, and it's roughly the equivalent to male pattern baldness. In other words, women suffering from polycystic ovarian syndrome will typically experience some degree of hair loss, and those who are pre-PCOS still might be experiencing hair loss if they have a genetic predisposition. Now, the reason behind this has everything to do with hormones. Hormones play a vital role in the health of your hair follicles and can affect the quality of the hair that your scalp produces. Typically, women have higher levels of estrogen than a man, which safeguards against genetic hair loss. However, women with metabolic issues, as seen in those with female hair loss, tend to have an excess of specific hormones, such as testosterone. These unchecked hormones can wreak havoc on the hair and explain why those susceptible to androgens will see increased hair loss. The good news is that female pattern hair loss can be halted and fully reversed. The field of epigenetics, which was a direct result of the work carried out at the Human Genome Project, has shown that while the DNA in our makeup remains fixed, the epigenome continually responds to our diet and our living conditions, enabling an entire alteration in genetic expression. In other words, the key to reversing hair loss is getting to the root cause of the problem, as opposed to treating the symptoms with drug-based products, which often make problems worse. Today, we'll be sharing Nature Crazy's 8 exclusive recommendations that can help you naturally reverse hair loss and regrow your hair. They address the most critical elements in female hair loss and are proven through scientific research. 1. Consider supplementing with natural progesterone, as most women suffering from chronic hair loss have a deficiency of progesterone. Now, it's important to understand that progesterone acts as a precursor for many other important hormones in the body, and a drop in its production will cause a spike in cortisol, the stress hormone. Applying between 15 to 20 milligrams of a high-quality progesterone cream will help correct the androgen-related female hormone imbalances. 2. Consider supplementing with iodine every day. Many people suffering from female hair loss have an undiagnosed thyroid problem, and low and/or heightened levels of thyroid hormones can result in diffuse hair loss. For example, T4 lengthens the Anagen hair growth phase and downregulates growth factor beta-2 in the hair follicle, which is extremely important for hair growth. Taking iodine will help optimize thyroid function, which will normalize hyperandrogenicity in the hair follicle. We recommend a quality brand. 3. The third exclusive tip we'd like to share with you is utilizing Eclonia cava, which is one of the most multifaceted supplements you can add to your routine. It can stimulate hair growth, prevent hair follicle death, and research has also found that the enzyme responsible for hair and skin follicle degradation, matrix metalloproteinase 9, is greatly inhibited by Eclonia cava. And last, but certainly not least, it even helps improve blood pressure and circulation, which can aid in the condition of your health and your hair. We recommend taking 2 a day, one in the morning and another at night. 4. The fourth recommendation is taking an omega-3 fatty acid supplement every day. Now, specific hormones called prostaglandins can slow hair follicle growth, and when left unchecked, greatly contribute to hair loss by allowing another hormone called interleukin-6 to shorten the anagen hair growth stage and extend the catagen hair sleeping stage. Using an omega-3 supplement on a daily basis helps to suppress this inflammatory prostaglandin, which is a direct response to DHT. Additionally, omega-3 provides important health benefits to the cardiovascular system, the immune system, supports healthy growth and development, and reduces inflammation. We recommend taking krill oil twice a day, which is an excellent choice for getting the right amount of omega-3 in the diet. 5. Stress and anxiety play a very significant role in diffuse thinning and female pattern hair loss. The simplest way to look at it is the more stressed you are, the more cortisol rises, and everything becomes more sensitive with respect to androgen receptors. Inflammation then becomes a harder thing to combat, and a slurry of defenses are left unchecked and are of little help against normal inflammation. So, The next step is to get your cortisol levels under control. Supplementing with ashwagandha on a daily basis can bring the cortisol levels down until you're able to get the stress levels under control yourself. 6. A very high percentage of females who suffer from polycystic ovarian syndrome are also allergic to wheat or gluten. Now, wheat or gluten causes a sustained elevation in blood glucose and insulin levels, which translates into chronic inflammation. Upregulation of the gene DICOF1, which happens to drive DHT-induced balding. So, make sure to start eating a healthier diet that avoids gluten. 7. It's always critical to use a topical aid to boost your hair and help alleviate the shedding until you get your body hormones under control. Your diet and the supplements help your body from the inside out, and an effective topical directly addresses the scalp and hair from another front. Now, avoid chemical-based products, such as minoxidil, and opt for a natural topical that doesn't create dependent hairs, but rather stimulates and aids hair growth in a natural way. In this case, we wholly endorse Nature Crazy's daily and nightly hair tonics, which contains a vast array of essential oils and other natural powerful ingredients that can help thicken your hair. In fact, a recent study showed that just one of our natural ingredients outperformed minoxidil by itself. The key difference is that you can wean off a natural product once your hair is back to normal. And 8, last but not least, avoid traditional shampoos and only use natural hair care products. Now, you can probably pick out shampoo faster than it takes you to read our recommendations, but accidentally snagging a bad one can strip your hair of protective oils, cause breakage, and even contribute to hair loss, which means choosing one with no sulfates or parabens. This is especially true when you're suffering from female pattern hair loss. It's critical that you continue to wash every day to remove buildup so the new hair can easily come in. So, really make sure to avoid sulfates and pick out a great shampoo. If you're wondering what a good shampoo is, anything with essential oils or coconut oil. In this case, we wholly endorse and recommend Nature Crazy's daily shampoo and conditioner. These are the top 8 steps for getting female hair loss under control, and thank you for watching. If you do want updates on cutting-edge hair, skin, and health tips, just subscribe to this video and go to our website at www.naturecrazy.com. Thanks again.